Jeez, is Mikazuki a human mech or something? He just fucking tried to kill one of the specialist mages without any hesitation. Mikazuki is a killing machine! Now I am confused as to whether Mikazuki is a good guy or a bad guy. I mean, he is definitely working for the good guys, but so far Mikazuki seems to be more of an anti-hero who just hurts and kills and fights. I am wondering, just like the blonde specialist major did, where Mikazuki got his training from. Is Mikazuki a trained assassin? So in episode 4 of Gundam, I'm Blooded Orphans, we get mostly story development. The soldiers are planning on escorting Cadelia to Earth, which carries significant risk considering the government is still after Cadelia for some political reason, and 2 of the government specialist majors track Cadelia down to whatever planet she is currently on. Meanwhile, that other major is really terrible at his job. I think he's trying to foil the specialist major's plans for some reason, but he fails and he fucking shows off that he fails. That major does not do a very good job at hiding his emotions. He did just bang his head on the wall multiple times, literally, and inevitably the specialist majors run into Mikazuki and they are investigating the place where Crank had his battle. Something tells me that those 2 specialist majors, Farid and Baoduin, I believe their names are not going to get a great deal of character development, as even though there were opportunities to develop them in this episode, nothing much happened with them. Yes, they managed to outsmart the other major, but right now they seem to be just the usual bland government investigators. Maybe they'll change later on, I don't know, but we get a better sense of Origa and his motivations for escorting Cadelia. Yes, he wants money for his team, but if the name of the soldiers becomes better known as a result of this operation, then they'll get more work and they'll have a future, hopefully. Pretty clear motivation if you ask me. And Cadelia seems to have some kind of power complex where she feels weak both politically and physically. I am predicting that she will eventually become a mecha pilot. I mean, she seems to enjoy doing physical work and she stares at the mech suits and soldiers all the time, so I can sense that she's longing to become a badass mecha pilot herself. That would be an awesome character arc if that did happen. Finally, Ota is planning something malicious. Safe to say, he is probably going to die, but still his apparent treachery could lead to some interesting plot points soon. So yeah, this was a very steady and more story development focused episode, which is fine as the story is so far so good, and I like how some political stuff is being introduced into the story as well, which is conveniently separated from the military stuff physically. The military stuff takes place on the military base and the political stuff takes place on a station. No confusion so far, and so soon enough the main escort mission will begin.